Hello students, we have started with the topic refraction. Today we are doing the next topic, that is the laws of refraction. Now in the refraction we have seen whenever the path of the light changes due to changes in the medium. Whenever the medium get changed, the path of the light get changed. So that why it is changing, because either it is bending towards the normal or it is bending away from the normal. So we are continuing the topic with the laws of refraction. Okay, now what are the laws of refraction? Now we have studied about the laws of reflection. Similarly, there is a law of refraction. In this, what we have to study? We have to study that the incident ray, refracted ray and the normal, they should lie at the interface, that is the same plane of the two transparent media. Now why it is written two transparent media? Because here is the process of refraction, and we know that refraction at the two transparent media means, suppose there is a medium like air and the light is entering into water. So there is a two transparent media at the point of incidence, all lie on the same plane. Okay, so this is the first law of refraction. The incident ray, refracted ray and the normal at the interface of the true transparent media at the point of incidence, they all lie on the same plane. As we have done in the laws of reflection, the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal, they lie on the same plane. Now next is important law of refraction, that is, if you find out the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction, we find that we will get a constant. What it is? The ratio. We are finding out the ratio. What ratio? The sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction. Now we will not read the application of it, only we have to know the law. This is the second law. And what is the second law? That is, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant. Okay, so two laws we are studying here. The first law, we are studying that the incident ray, refracted ray and the normal at the interface of the true transparent media, they lie on the same plane. And second, we are studying the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the ratio of sine of angle of refraction is a constant. And this relationship, this law, it is known as the Snell's law. Okay, because it was given by the scientist Snell, so he has named according to it as the Snell's law. So what is the meaning of Snell's law? It means that when we find out the ratio of angle of incidence of the sine to the sine of angle of refraction, it will always be a constant. Okay, now the next we have to study about the refractive index. Now what is the meaning of the refractive index? Now we know that there is a process of refraction. What happens in the refraction? The speed of the light got changed. For example, suppose when the light was entering into air, now that's the same ray, it is entering into the water. Now what happened? The speed of the light, it will not remain same, because the speed of light, it is different in the different media. So here we are studying, it is defined as the ratio of speed of light in air to that of speed of light in given medium. So we are studying here refractive index. Now what is the meaning of the refractive index? Means the speed of light in air to the given medium. If we are comparing, we are finding out the ratio. What ratio? If suppose the speed of light in a air is given and the speed of any medium is given, it can be water, glass, anything. Okay, so if you find out the refractive index, it is denoted by small n. The refractive index, it is denoted by the small n, and the formula is C by V. C here is the speed of light in air and V is the speed of light in a given medium. Okay, now the refractive index of some material media, it is given on the page number 75 of the NCERT. If you see here, we can see that the refractive index of the some medium, it is given. For example, if you consider like air, it is 1.00 something. Okay, so what is the refractive index of the air? It is 1. Ice, if you see, it is 1.3, water 1.36, kerosene 1.44, turpentine oil, it is 1.47, benzene 1.5, glass, it is 1.52. Okay, if you consider of the rock salt, it is 1.54, then carbon disulfide 1.63, and the last, if you consider diamond, it is having the 2.42. okay, now what this all refractive index. So this refractive index will show you that the maximum bending will be there of the highest refractive index. If you compare in the air, the light can easily travel in the air, but as soon as you are going down, you can see that these values of the refractive index goes on increasing. Okay, and they are increasing means you will see that as the refractive index increase, there will be more bending of the light. And why there is a more bending of the light? Because there will be more refraction. Okay, so these are the values which are given in the refractive index of the various material media. If you see, these all are different type of the media in which the light is traveling. And what this value indicate? This value indicate that as we go down, the speed of the light in the given medium, it will be less. Why? Because the refractive index is increasing. So you can see that the refractive index and the speed, they are inversely proportional with each other. So what will happen? The more will be the refractive index, the less will be the speed of the light. Okay, so this table you don't have to study, but if the table is given in the exam, they will tell you that why. If suppose the question is asked, the air is having the refractive index 1 and the diamond is having the refractive index 2.42. So what will be the speed of light in the two media? So what will be your answer? The speed of light will be more in the case of the air and it will be less in the case of the diamond. Why? Because the diamond, it is having the higher refractive index as compared to the air. Okay, so this you have to study. Okay, this refractive index, you should know the concept, what the values are and why the values are changing here. Okay, now the next, if we consider you have to study about the refraction is occurring in the two media, that is the medium 1, that is the air, and the second medium is the glass. Okay, now here what we are doing, we are calculating the refractive index. Okay, now refractive index, when the light is entering here, okay, this is the normal, and we know that when it travel from here, air is the rarer medium and glass is the denser medium. So when it is traveling from one medium to another medium, it will bend towards the normal. Okay, so here we are calculating the refractive index. Now we are writing 2,1. Now what is meaning of the 2,1? This is the refractive index of first medium with respect to second medium. Okay, so what is 2,1? The refractive index of the first with respect to second medium. Okay, so we are writing the speed of light in medium, that is air, divided by speed of light in the medium, that is glass, and we know the formula C upon V. Now this can also be written as N21. What this means? The speed of light in the first with respect to second medium. So we can say that speed of light in medium 1 and the speed of light in the medium 2. Okay, so when you are calculating, if you know the values of both the medium, and when you are calculating, you can get the refractive index. Okay, and refractive index does not have any unit. Why? Because if you write here speed meter per second and meter per second, both will get cancelled off. So refractive index, it is considered as the unitless. Okay, now the next we are considering the question based on the refractive index. The refractive index of glass and water with respect to air are 3/2 and 4/3 respectively. Okay, and if the speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, find the speed of light in water. So here we have to calculate the refractive index. We know that refractive index is, the formula is speed of light in air divided by speed of light in the medium. Now what is the refractive index of the medium? It is given here as 3/2. Okay, so we are substituting the value refractive index of the medium as 3/2. Speed of light in air is to be calculated, and what is the speed of light in a medium? This is, now what is the medium here? The glass is the medium here, so we are substituting the value 2 multiplied 10 to the power minus 8 meter per second. Okay, so when you are finding out the speed of light in air, it will be cross multiply and you will be getting 3/2 multiply 2 into 10 to the power 8. This 2 and 2 will get cancel and you will get 3 multiply 10 to the power minus 8. Okay, now here we are calculating, we want to calculate the speed of light in water also. We are writing speed of light in water. The same kind of formula we are writing, the speed of light in air, the speed of light in the medium. Now what is the speed of light in air? We have calculated 3 multiplied 10 to the power minus 8. We are writing here. What is the speed of light in the medium? It is given as a 4 upon 3. So we are writing 4 upon 3. So when you will be solving, you will get this value 2.25 multiplied 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so like this we can calculate the speed of light in different media. Like here we have calculated water and air. Okay, so the formula to calculate refractive index of the medium is the speed of light in air to the speed of light in the given medium. Okay, and as per the conditions given, we are substituting the values and calculating the answer. Okay, so one important thing we have to remember here, the formula, that is C upon V. What is the meaning of C? It is the speed of light in air. What is the meaning of V? The speed of light in the given medium. So when you are given the two medium, both the values will be given. You can take the ratio of it and find out the refractive index. Okay, so like this you have to practice the refractive index question, and in the NCERT all the things which are given you have to just revise once, so that this topic will be clear.